Okay, so The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 7, Episode 11, 711, Shady Texts and Bigger Regrets. And we start off with Shamia and Cynthia, because Cynthia just kind of wanted to catch up with her after Gerald's party, just to see, kind of where her head is at and everything, especially when it comes to all the people that she did not invite, right? So what was up with that? And Shamia just explains to her, well, like me and Angela ain't cool. The last time we left off at our little dinner or whatever, that didn't happen. Yeah, she came for my marriage, so why would I invite her to my husband's party? All right, yeah, okay, that makes sense, right? Okay. And Cynthia already heard about that. When it comes to Drew, I mean, all she wanted to do was talk about Portia. So, nope, bye. And then um just explaining that, when it comes to her and Portia, that's just something, that's a day thing, right? Because she's telling Cynthia just a little bit, but Cynthia's just kind of realizing that, okay, well, you know what, this is a y'all thing, because this is a little bit deeper than just whatever we be talking about on the show, obviously, right? So listen, I got what I came for, and y'all can go fix that in some type of way. When it comes to her inviting Dennis, I guess he friends with Gerald. So hell, if Simon was here, she would have invited Simon, which I probably would see that happening, right? Because they're friends, right? So it is what it is. But yeah, her and Portia gonna have to get back when they ready to have that talk. But it's not really necessary for everybody to keep asking about. So that's why, her and Drew bumping heads. And pretty much her and Angela bumping heads as well. So, Cynthia like, all right, I'll catch y'all later. Next, we have Pinky meeting up with K Michelle. And now, Pinky, see, listen, you on the camera now. You can't be out here disputing money. I think she said about $9,000 taken out of your account. You did not know where it came from. Come to find out, it was from the name food you ordering for the restaurant. So see, this is how your money's getting all mixed up, because basically, while you canceling monies, you still receiving product. Mm-hmm. But anywho, they talking about, the whole thing what K Michelle got going on between Drew and stuff. Like, listen, it's a beef, and it's a beef that's gonna be forever. So at this point, because Kay is not letting it go, she ain't backing down. And when it comes to the Shamia thing, she brings up a really, really interesting tidbit, because I think we all kind of is getting that, it's Shamia that's feeding K Michelle all this stuff that's making K Michelle all paranoid with the group. So she say, after the whole national anthem thing with Drew or whatever, with singing her with her AI music. I say, oh goodness, not AI. But anywho, they go to the club, her and Shamia. And Shamia ended up inviting her mom. So her mama popped up, strutting. And Kay a little bit surprised, because who mamas be out like these? I mean, it depends. I say it depends. But because mine might be out with me sometimes. You never know. But anywho, but just saying how Shamia pulled her to the side and was just saying that, like, nobody in Atlanta wants me to be your friend. Like, So of course, K Michelle, this is like, oh, so you talking to Candy? Listen, because look, she throwing names on it now. Candy, she ain't said Rashida and them on the other episodes, but she said Candy Code Night. So it's Candy girl, and that's her only name. That's her. Shamia friends with her, we already know. Like, so don't be biting the bait, Shamia. If I can ride for you, but yeah, don't be coming with me with all that other stuff about who trying to tell you who to be friends and not be friends with. Like, girl, no, we're not gonna go there. But anywho, Pinky had this idea to like do like some type of skating 80s theme parties, to invite all the girls, bring them all together, And, just to kind of see if she could be the mediator in this situation to bring, let me be the unifier in this group. So then we get Portia with her boo Mike or whatever, she dating two people. She made an announcement on, the internet or somewhere, and for him it's like, I mean, obviously not too happy about it because I want to be the only one you dating, but we need to figure out what we about to do because, she don't want to have no more kids. Her eggs is drying up. He ain't got none. What we gonna do? So I don't know. She got decisions to make. So instead of just making a decision now, let's just keep going real slow, if that's okay with you. I mean, hell, you feeding them all this good food, duh, you gonna say yeah. And give them that little pee. Say Kelly is still going through it, child. She got a neighbor, a Karen neighbor, messing her up. So, instead of going to jail and things like that, I'm just gonna have to move. And since it's just, like last minute type situation, Shamia like, oh well, I got an empty townhouse. You can come stay here until, you can get on your feet. So that's what her mama, her assistants and stuff, they, packing it all up and moving her on her way. And I don't know why I thought, did Kelly not have a house on the first season? Or was that the house where her ex-husband or something? I don't know. I go back to watch because I'm like, why is she like in an apartment or whatever? Or a condo or whatever it was. But I could have sworn she was in the house. So next we sit with Angela. We get to meet her brother, and they're just at the park and, just kicking the bobos, how's life? They haven't seen each other since their mother had passed, and just pretty much how they've been holding up since, For Angela, it's just a slow, long journey, I guess, because, grief, right? It comes, it goes, it comes, it goes. So she's just trying to hold it all together, when it comes to the kids. They as well is feeling the loss as, everyone would do because she's not here no more, right? So we're obviously feeling that. So it's just her trying to navigate through all that. Plus, for some reason, the kids don't know that their oldest sister, her, is married to her girlfriend, I believe, right? Because ain't she lesbian? Anywho, and for Angela, it's like, well, it's up to her to explain that to them because they just think, they just best friends. Like the brother said, y'all gotta let these kids know what's going on because most likely they already know what's going on. So it's just up to you to say it to confirm it so that, now they know, right? Which makes me think because I'm sure she's fine with the lesbian gay part of it all. But is that maybe one of the issues why she probably didn't bring it up to the brothers and sisters? Just because, it's not really her place to say whether, this is, what's going on. But I don't know, not to say she's homophobic or anything like that. I'm just wondering if that just plays a little bit into what's going on with how Angela is feeling. That's all I'm saying. Do y'all feel it? Do y'all see it? Or is it just me? I mean, Kelly gone over to Phaedra's office, and ask her for some lawyer help or whatever you want to call it, and little counsel. Which she does get it, go listen, divorce is expensive. Okay, let's just say that. And she is in the red, okay? Too much money is going out, not enough money is coming in. So I'm guessing this must mean she must have fired her last lawyer that she had or something, I'm guessing. Because she over here talking to Phaedra and her partner. Phaedra is offering her services, for free to help Kelly go through what she got to go through with her ex. And I'm like, hey, whatever, that's what you want to do. We see how it helped out Sheree. Did it help her? That's up to you to judge. Because we saw it. And Bob, his own lawyer. Interesting. Interesting. Anywho, good luck, girl. That's all I got to say. Um, so we see Pinky and her husband, and they go over to Montel Jordan house. Hey, Montel, he live in Atlanta now. Him and his wife, because he's from LA. But okay, doing some marriage counselor, because he like a pastor now. Him and his wife, so that's cute. And they've been on Pinky, I guess, for a while now. So they just go over there and kick the bobos and get a little marriage counseling out the situation, which is cute. And just trying to navigate what they got going on with the whole bankruptcy thing and how she just so, independent and just don't want him to just always be there to save her, right? Because that's just what the husband's supposed to do anyway. But which is fine. Obviously, it's just in this situation, like, she'd just rather handle it herself. And that's just kind of what she already been saying through the other episodes, and now we know whatever. But it's just, good to talk it out with some other couples to, get some more advice, especially couples who been through some things and in the light of the industry, right? It's kind of like them, right? Yeah. So it was good to see Montel and his wife aging gracefully. Listen, I was waiting on Ralph to come up there and bust up the thing, because Drew, not you having goddamn Kiki sessions in the house and Ralph in the basement. Like, for real, I couldn't even. Oh my goodness. But cause I just knew he was gonna break his ass up there trying to be nosy. But Drew invites Portia, Angela, Cynthia, Phaedra over to her house just for a little, kiki, have some food, and let me just talk to y'all about the whole national anthem at the game. Or, yeah, it was a game fundraiser thing, right, for Richmond Wine. Well, even before she brought it up, was it for blah, 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 Portia, Phaedra, the P's be getting you mixed up a little bit. But they was bringing up Phaedra and Cynthia, basically bringing up how they was talking to Shamia and Kate Michelle and Pinky or whatever, and it was them who was just saying how it's basically Portia. It's all Portia fault. That's where the beef is with Kay. It's all something's going on. Everything's coming from Portia. She the one that's setting it all up. Coming with us with the scheme, with the bullshit all set up. Bye. So I ain't gonna bring up Ty, but we had to do it. Anywho, so Drew with her side was like, yeah, then I went to go meet with them, and Kay Michelle just basically just telling me that she ain't like me. And, basically I was fed up, left, and then Shamia just came at me talking about she don't like me either. So they both just bounced on me. And I knew I shouldn't have went, because that's what I said, girl. You knew you shouldn't have went. Especially, well, when you showed up and saw that it was just them two, I probably would have, said, hey, ordered the drink, sipped the drink, let me go to the bathroom, like Kay Michelle said, and then definitely dipped out, because they had me here by myself. I thought it was gonna be some other girls here, but no, because it turned into a whole little shit show, basically, right? So, with that, it's like I don't know what I'm supposed to do with Kay Michelle or for Shamia. They keep coming for me. So, never is Drew's fault, which in this case it wasn't. Like, I was trying to talk to them, and then they came at me and they left me. So what am I supposed to do with that? So while they kiki giggling, all of a sudden they get dessert, which was a rainbow cake. And here go Drew, like, oh, I got the rainbow cake. This is for Portia, because we all know about you and your little girlfriend. And they like, I mean, yeah, shoot, but we can split with you too. Drew, Ty, boo. What you thought? Okay. I bet you they know each other. I bet you they know each other. I'm guessing the stud community probably really, really small. So I'm sure they all know each other. Girl. K Michelle. I mean, not K Michelle, but Portia. Confessional, real cute with the big old fur ruffle carpet look thing you had going on. This episode, I don't want to say leakage, but leakage under the boobie, and it's there very, very visible. And I don't know why the person in the camera didn't say, hey, we got the cut, good, so she can go freshen up, get the blow dryer, figure it out. Is it leakage like Hey Michelle had a leakage? Or was it just sweat? But it was looking like leakage to me. All right, so we go skating, we roll bouncing at the Cascades or whatever. I don't even know if they was there because this is Atlanta, so it wouldn't surprise me. But either way, they enjoying themselves. Everybody dressed up, all cute or whatever. And it is just so happened to be the anniversary of her mother's death. So it was like, is she gonna make it or is she not? Which she ended up showing up. And she had gifts from all the ladies. Everybody's in full support. She got flowers from Shamia. She got flowers from Pinky. She got, I think, flowers from Drew. And Portia gave her a picture of her mom in a cute little frame from, I don't know, somewhere in Neiman Marcus. So that was really nice. Really nice, Like, at least we could at least come together for one day with no drama whatsoever. Right? Oh yeah, and Drew, I don't know. She got got another boo over there. Somebody was trying to hook her up with. I think his name was Terry. Yeah, that was funny. So the last scene is actually with Portia. Okay, we're going to Portia house, and Dennis come over. Okay, and he got this box in his hand, but he ain't saying nothing about it yet. Just walking in, they talking. And he goes straight into the whole thing about her and this relationship, right? Because it's like, dang, you ain't got to be telling the whole world that you dating, him and her, and, keep your business to yourself. You doing too much. You moving too fast. Pilar don't need to be seeing this. I don't want her all up around this stuff, right? So for her, she like, oh, okay, so this is what you come here for? You want to talk about this? Like, for real? Okay, oh my goodness. We went through this how many times? I ain't got going through this whole conversation with you, Dennis. I ain't bringing nobody around her like that. I'm just dating. You dating, right? You had your chance. And you're like, okay, yeah. Speaking of chances, here, you can have this back. So she pick up the box like, what's this? It's the dang ring that he proposed to her with. Okay. So for her, bitch, the fuck? Like, honestly, I probably would have thought the same thing because, bitch, the fuck? You, and look, and throwing it at me, though. Throwing it at me. Like, have your ring back. After the ring that you professed your love to me, your commitment to me, okay? Then we had our little hiccups, but then we was getting back together again. So you're like, you had a ring back, symbol of the love. But since I'm out here doing my own thing and this and this and that, now you mad? So you just want to come throw this up in my face because, you ain't, what I'm supposed to do with it? You just keep it, you keep it. Yeah, so she rightfully so kick you out because then it's why. You triggering me for what? For what? You know that wasn't right. I'm gonna be on her side with that because then it's what was you trying to do here? In all honesty, what was you trying to do? What kind of point was you trying to prove with that? That's kind of where at least where I'm going with it. What you come over here with that? What was you trying to prove with what you trying to give me back my ring? Go pawn it. Give it, better get right. Give it to Pilar when she get big or something. Put it on the necklace. I don't know. Save it, but don't be trying to give it back to me unless you're trying to be with. Right? Unless you're trying to be with me. Ain't that the whole point? See, listen. That's why they got their little toxic relationship going on. So that's pretty much why they can't necessarily be together. Co-parenting is going all right, but for Portia, yeah, I gotta leave Dennis where he at because he be tripping. Don't come over here with that damn ring. What was you trying to see? And that I probably would have just took it back anyway. Just so how about I take it and I'll take the shit back to the store. Shit. I need to go buy me some new shoes or something. The fuck? But anywho, that was an episode. Dennis out here playing games. And I don't know, he aging real fast these days lately. I don't know what it is about that. Look, the grades looking like mine. Even though we probably about the same. Well, he probably a little bit older than me anyway, but you know. Mm-mm-mm. But I'm going to talk to y'all next time. This was The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17. Okay episode, you know, wasn't too much. Just a little bit to keep you entertained. Peace out. Bye.